Hello, ladies and gentlemen, LMG here, and welcome back to Starfield along with Sarah Ryder. In that episode, a little bit was waiting for a little to see if they would have any more updates. They just recently did the NVIDIA upscaling, so we should be looking slightly prettier. I know they did have kind of the AMD upscaling, but 4K, we're doing pretty good. Am I right? Right along with Drea, we've got Vasco as well, along with the adoring fan inside where we can't hear him. Right, we're at home. This was doing out. We had a channel update video. Go sure to check that out because I was doing a little bit of gathering. But let's see what we got on our agenda. Going out to Paradiso was not a terrible idea. The special sauce. You know, I really should return that. Yeah, let's get, yeah. Did I not get this? How did I got the special sauce? Oh yeah, return to Luther, okay. Let's go back out to Homestead, I believe. That was a while ago. They probably need that special sauce. Okay. Head on over. On over to Titan and New Homestead. And hopefully I don't have any contraband on me. Oh, good I don't. All right.
The people here live a simple life.
That drop off. We might explore a little bit as well.
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. You'll freeze solid without the proper protection.
Through here, Andrea. Let's get to the lock.
This is a boring assignment. Let's keep it that way.
Let's just head down and get the chunks. Hopefully a nice chunk of change for this, am I right? All right.
I could really go for some of Anya's cooking.
Ever wonder how humans might have developed differently had our homeworld had gravity this low?
I did get the chunks special sauce for you.
All right, lay it on me. Let's take a look. Thanks again. Now, no one's gonna mind if I sneak a pack or two for myself, right?
That's on me, but all right, we got 1,800. And he gave us some chunks. All right, very nice. Okay, lovely.
Did you know the museum here is full of old Earth artifacts? Cool, huh?
Well, looks like we do have a bit of a museum.
Ah, to lay eyes on the earth just once.
Okay, so we have some books and some videotapes. Old Earth stuff, very nice.
Hello there. Are you here to peruse our little museum exhibit?
Yeah, we actually just were looking.
Wonderful. These are all rare artifacts from before the collapse of Earth. There isn't much of this stuff left outside of private collections, but here we're happy to share a glimpse of them with the public. If you have any questions about the exhibit or New Homestead, I'm happy to answer as best as I can.
I do actually think I'm good, actually, a little bit.
Thanks for visiting.
It's been a while since I
Tourists.
last visited. Nice to see this place still has the same charm.
You don't want to get hurt or sick around here. Dr. Lakota really doesn't care for tourists. Wish someone could.
Oh, you got a
convince
store,
you
though.
otherwise.
Okay, so we can speak with the doctor. Got another quest turned up.
Hi there. Welcome to my little shop. Well, hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time?
Technically, yes.
Oh, nice. You know, it's always such a pleasure to meet people from other worlds. Or just space. I don't judge. I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell. Trades of all kinds are welcome here. Or if you have any questions for me about the shop, the merchandise, or even just New Homestead in general, I'm happy
That's
to
actually
help.
pretty friendly. Wow. All right.
Glad you asked. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Anything, really. Clothing, weapons, jewelry, even stuff they'd consider junk. You name it. We don't get a lot of off-world stock, so I offer to buy things from travelers. Anything they're willing to part with. Between you and me, people around here talk a lot about tradition and whatnot, but even they get curious about what other worlds have to offer. Sure thing. I'm also interested in buying if you have anything for sale.
Well, let's see. I usually have some kind of junk on me. Only got about 2,000 on them. Would sell a little bit. Sell a little bit of ammo. Don't need to sell a ton. And let's see what... Yeah, let's see what he's buying. What could we get? Adhesive, alkaline aluminium. Bad people, bad jokes, #1. Kind of crappy gear. Cosmetics, digipicks. I will take the digipicks though. A farming hat. Oh, no, don't think so. Helium-3 actually wouldn't be terrible. Go back and just look at resources maybe, because I'm... Aluminium, I feel like we could. Maybe get me some... Helium-3 too. These are decent prices. Pigments, sealant, sedatives. Alright, not too bad.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay.
It's so cold here. I guess I should have expected that.
We'll get a tour.
I still can't believe people actually live like this.
I don't think you want to say it that loud.
Steer clear from the doctor here. She really seems to have a problem with tourists for some reason.
Okay, we got that.
Homestead's quite the learning experience. Bring your kids. Why, hello there! I'm Bill Starsap of Starsap Tours. Let me tell you, this place is full of history and interesting facts. For instance, did you know that New Homestead was one of the first colonies established outside of Earth? It's been populated in some capacity for over 200 years.
All right, so you're the oldest colony. Well, that's interesting.
Well, there's plenty more where that came from if you're interested in taking one of my famous tours. So what do you say? I've got an opening. I could take you on a tour right now if you'd like.
I feel like you have a lot of openings.
Excellent! You won't regret it.
I'm gonna make his
Tours
day.
are one of a kind. Now, there's just the matter of price. The going rate for a genuine Starsap tour is only 100 credits.
That's... I'm not gonna persuade him. Come on, it's 100 credits.
Great! Let's get this show on the road, eh?
And then my couch cushions.
So, this is New Homestead's main concourse. This underground area didn't exist when the original outpost, Titan Astrobase, was finished in 2130. Follow me.
Yeah, let's set that so we don't lose track of Bill.
We'll come back here by the end of the tour and talk about the museum collection.
Okay.
But first,
Andrea, we're going on a tour.
Now remember, these people aren't actors. They actually live here, so try to be respectful of that. While the original inhabitants of the Titan Astrobase lived in pods like you saw up above, they transitioned down here when this section of the base was finished in 2144. Space is extremely limited, so you'll notice some overflow here, but more residences also exist on lower levels, which are inaccessible to tours. I'll stop at each of our destinations if you want to look around, or if you have any questions for me. Have any questions so far?
I'm gonna check this out.
Oh, sure, I'll be here waiting. The locals love to talk with tourists, but they'll let you know if they're busy, so please respect them.
I just saw the doctors over here, so I figured
I my learning vacation when I grow up.
What's a learning vacation? Oh, okay. This doctor has a problem with tourists.
What can I do for you? Great! Another tourist. Let me guess. You slipped on the ice and need a doctor to wrap your sprained ankle?
Love to see the Bethesda still has everybody looking from backwards at you. Love it.
I appreciate that you're trying to set me at ease, but that might as well be the same. Sorry for how I responded. It's not you, it's me. I'm just frustrated about all the non-native people I need to treat when our own still need help. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Hey, you don't seem to really like the tourists.
I don't. They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people.
Yeah, I wish there was something I could do about that.
Maybe there is. I have an idea that may be best suited for someone relatively unknown, instead of myself. I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain.
Oh, and I have no reputation.
So I bought a realistic monster costume. The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living on Titan. I figure that once word gets around, tourism will take enough of a dive to give me some relief.
And ruin your local economy, but okay. I am 100% down.
I was hoping not to have to do it myself, so I'm glad to have a volunteer. Here's the costume. I think this will work best on the surface, so just find a group and run up to them, acting like a convincing alien monster. With any luck, they'll run screaming and book the next flight out of here.
Okay, what's your costume added? All right.
Have any questions so far?
Yeah, why is all your homeless out here?
Sadly, it's difficult to get additional construction done inside these underground caverns. So for now, additional populations are housed in these stacks of old shipping crates. As you might expect, this is where some of the less wealthy can afford to live. It's not glamorous, but they are functional and cozy.
Okay, I am ready for whatever's next.
Alrighty. We'll be taking the residential elevator to the farms area on the surface level. This way, please. Let's leave these good people alone for now and go check out the farms. Follow me up the elevator.
Let's have a communal bathroom, I suppose.
Feel free to look around, but don't touch.
Sure would be nice to get off-world sometime.
So yeah, it's not the worst I've ever seen, but yeah.
Dr. Lakota, but a word of warning.
Looks like they've got some good hydroponics up here.
New Homestead's farms are the beating heart of the colony. Without them, the original outpost would have shriveled and died. These pods are sealed and climate controlled, a perfect environment for growing the hydroponic vegetation needed for survival in the early days of the colony.
Easy there, Bill.
Any questions about the farms?
Are they still operational?
Oh, they are indeed. Colonists still cultivate plant-based food for their own consumption here in New Homestead. It's less vital to their survival these days, as they also import supplemental food from other colonies, including meats, dairy, and synthetics. However, most citizens here take pride in a New Homestead-grown, sustainable diet. Onward it is! We'll be stopping by the Brown Horse Tavern later in the tour, which uses many of these locally sourced ingredients in their cooking. But for now, it's just a short way to our next stop. Follow me!
All right.
So, the old biolabs are just on the other side of this building, believe it or not. We'll step on through the hallway there. They're not in use anymore, but the colony has faithfully recreated them as a historical exhibit, true to the original purpose of the Titan Astrobase. Sadly, they're
Do you come from one of those planets with beautiful skies and fresh air? My, how I'd love to visit one day.
Yes, you live in a crap hole a little bit.
Someone new. Are you a tourist, or have you just moved to New Homestead?
No, I'm just interested. I'm here visiting.
Well, there's lots to learn. You can
Oh, I should
always
ask
feel
if I could
free
buy
to
a
try
home
one of
here.
the historical tours, or
Well, could
ask
probably
the
go out
locals
there and
about
build one.
life here. I'm fascinated by the other worlds in the settled systems. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead. I think Bill left with.
Oh, wonderful. What's New Atlantis like?
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Oh my, that sounds incredible. Ever since I overheard one of
I got
the
a ship. You want to
tourists
go?
speaking about it,
I've got nothing to
always
do.
wanted to go. We hear about it, of course, but we rarely get much exposure to other worlds beyond the people who come from them to visit our little colony. I wonder if I can convince Nathaniel to go on a trip there with me and our daughter. Do you mind if I ask you another question?
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind.
Thanks. I promise not to take too much of your time. Is the Freestar Collective as lawless as I've heard?
Yeah, there's still some rules, I suppose.
I figured the stories weren't all true. How else would you expect people to live together if you can't trust in laws to keep everyone safe? Even in a small community like ours, we have to maintain law and order. Though, I understand it gets difficult to always protect that out in the vastness of space. I imagine it's the same in the Freestar Collective. Is it okay if I change the subject?
Yeah, let's go away.
Oh, thank you. Are there really planets full of plants, fresh air, and water?
Oh yeah, quite a few.
I've read about them. It seems incredible, doesn't it? I've only ever known Titan, and it's always so cold and drab. I've always dreamed of visiting one to breathe the air, feel the warmth of its sun, but my husband is reluctant to leave our home. Can I ask you something else?
Okay, I don't mind.
Oh, wonderful. Is space travel as exciting as it seems?
Yeah. It's pretty
You've
good.
Convinced me that I simply must go sometime. Most of us here have never left the surface of New Homestead. It's a point of pride among many people, but I've always been curious. Those are all the questions I have at the moment. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day for me.
I hope that it influenced a little bit, but I don't think it does. That'd be nice if we could get her to go out and explore. Thank you for waiting, Bill.
It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life was like. To me, it's just how we live.
Pardon the dust, but I can still answer some questions about the old Titan Astrobase biolabs.
Okay, what did they do here? Or the Astrobase. What is the Astrobase?
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot to mention that. That's what this place was originally called. When NASA divested its interest in the Astrobase and turned it over to the people back in 2185, they renamed it New Homestead and established it as a historical site. Funny you should ask. Sadly, none. See, NASA funded the Titan Astrobase project because conditions seemed ripe for primordial life to form in Titan's methane pools. They tested many different sites, performed deep core ice drilling, and more. yet nothing turned up. Well, NASA defunded the xenobiology program in 2132, but a scientist by the name of Catherine Neely proposed research into advanced colony building on inhospitable worlds. So, by 2135, work began on what would ultimately set us all up to create habitats anywhere humans dared to explore. These very labs housed the computer systems used in that research. That and general storage for the colony. Lots of storage.
Okay.
You got it. On to our next
I feel
stop.
like this is probably Bill's highlight of the
We'll
day.
be heading outside, so make sure to check those seals on your suit because it's a bit chilly out there. We're going out into the frozen wastes of Titan to see what powers this planet. Watch your step outside, by the way. The ice can be slippery if you're not careful. The goal is to keep people out of Dr. Lakota's infirmary.
Alright, going a little bit of outside tour. Don't forget Andrea, it's fine. Oh, it is bright.
Anyway, where were we? Oh, yes. Powering new Homestead. As you might imagine, generating energy was a real challenge back in the day because the technology was much more crude then. But crude or not, it was that technology that sustained the old Astro base. And it might surprise you to learn that the same technology is
I don't think it's still working
today.
though. I think one of those is broken, Bill.
The interesting thing about this old colony is that it's mostly powered by clean, renewable energy. You'll see one of the methods used on the horizon up ahead.
Yeah, I'm no engineer, Bill, but I don't think that's working.
Famous wind farms! This spot was chosen for the colony in part because of its constant winds. These turbines have been integral to the colony's function since its establishment as a cheap, mostly reliable source of electricity.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Alright, Bill, didn't mean to get away from the tour. I see more than a couple.
So, let's talk about wind power, shall we?
And I want to take a closer look, Bill.
Absolutely.
Bill Bob.
Careful,
Billy Bob.
though. I wouldn't stand too close to the turbines if I were you.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to do. See, there's the problem. Yeah, I have kind of done this quest before, so. Got it going. Alright, I'm just gonna go fix your problem. No need to thank me. Just the savior. The Dovey King, if you will. There's a couple more. Looks like these three are not working. And there's a little sub quest you can trigger, and I think we can actually do that before we even go there. We're close enough, actually. This ice is formed on the machine, and it's frozen everything to heck. All right. Go on, we're getting some water out of this, so you're done. I think that's everybody, really. All right. If I could see anything else, but no, I think we're good. There's a structure about 1,000 meters away. I'm not going that far. Yeah, let's get back to Bill. Maybe like about the... I'm also not wearing my suit. I think I have my suit, but I should still have it outside here. Nothing's ever wrong with this game. I did review it 8 out of 10 though, because it is a good time. It does fall short in places though. Don't get me wrong on that account.
So, let's talk about wind power, shall we? You're looking at a piece of history. Sure, wind power is used throughout the galaxy, but these people were able to make do with it for hundreds of years. It's impressive that was all they had back then, and still make it work to this day.
Okay, I'd like to move on then.
You're the boss. Let's go. Moving right along, we're going to learn about Titan's great natural resources. Titan is rich with hydrocarbons like methane and ethane. Surely you saw huge pools of the stuff on your descent into New Homestead. I like to think they add to the natural beauty of this world. Though of course stay away from them because, like anything beautiful, they can be dangerous. Just like my last ex-wife's pet.
Your last ex-wife. I like how you said that.
Oh, I don't know what you'd call it. Creature. The guy that sold it to her couldn't tell her what it was or where it was from. I don't think it was even a legal sell, to be honest. The thing was very easy on the eyes. Feathers, all the colors of the rainbow. Nasty bite, though. Wound up in the hospital and almost lost my hand. Still not enough for her to get rid of the dang thing. Anyway, there's a reason she's my ex-wife.
Man, you've had a hard life, Bill.
Enough about me. We were talking about methane and other resources, right?
Very exciting tour, Bill.
Hey, can you believe it? Back in the 20th century on Earth, they used to fight wars over natural resources like this and petroleum. They had this whole moon here basically made of hydrocarbons in their own backyard. They just couldn't get to it. Incredible how far we've come. New Homestead is home to one of the oldest and largest methane processing plants in the settled systems. Every year, UC engineers go through a painstaking, month-long maintenance process. That's how this place has remained operational as long as it has. I'm not going to take you too close to the machinery, liability and all, but I can still answer questions.
So can I push any buttons, Bill?
Questions? Fire away.
I've got nothing.
Okie dokie, artichokey. There will be time for more later anyway. So, this next stop is a bit of an interesting one. I only recently made it part of the tour. Fun fact, it's also the only natural landmark on the tour. What we're about to see is a glacial spire we affectionately
Oh yeah, I think I remember the first time I went on here. I got up to the top, took a selfie.
This collis used to be named after a character in a popular fantasy novel, but it was changed a couple hundred years ago to avoid any potential litigation. Now, what's a collis, you might say? Collis derives from the Latin word for hill, and scientists only gave names to groups of hills on a planet's surface. So in reality, the term you hear more often is the plural, colles, with an E. You probably don't hear it very often where you're from, because it was usually a term...
And your scan shows...
technology to describe what they were seeing firsthand. Because of that, the term is much more common in the Sol system, but you may still hear it occasionally in reference to uncharted worlds. This planet's full of them, though, and they like to preserve that history here.
Yeah, I gotta say, for 100 credits, this is getting quite the tour.
So here it is, Emir's Horn. You're free to take a closer look if you like. Just be careful, it can get slippery out that way. I'll wait here.
Don't worry, I'll totally be safe. Let's go, Andrea. Look at that weird bug, like sometimes you can't move forward though. You have to move to the side, then move forward. I don't think Bethesda's gonna fix that. I'm actually surprised they fixed anything so far. Honestly, they usually let the modders do that. Okay, I just want to get to the top here, see what's going on. When I get to what's over there, though? There's something over. It's kind of slippery. A big building over there. Building over there. What do you think Bill would freak out if I did this? Alright. Hey Bill, I'm coming! Oh no! Oh, I'm okay. Kind of a beautiful planet in its own way, though. Alright. I'm back, Bill.
So here it is, Emir's Horn. You're free to take a closer look if you like.
Now I'm done here.
Excellent. On to the next stop then. So, we're gonna head back inside through the methane processing plant. Try not to touch anything on your way. We want to make sure to respect Dr. Lakota's wishes to be safer around here. Ah, that brings me to another point. You'll notice the people around here have last names related to where their families originated from on Earth as a way to remember the past. The museum curator, Maurice Leon, has more information about that if you're interested. You can find him inside the main concourse. Loves talking about it. You'll find most of the locals here are very friendly to tourists like yourself. Tourism is a major draw to this colony these days, and they respect that. Most of them are happy to talk at length about what they do here. Their rugged lifestyle is a point of pride for a lot of these folks.
I've been feeling the locals don't like you, Bill. I think he is one of the locals, though. Later, Bill. All right. What a tour. Get back to storage area. How's our research going anyway? Give me 1 second, Bill. Just having to look at anything we might have.
This area we're walking through is the nerve center of the plant.
Oh, he's still going right now. That's fine, you know.
Since methane production is such an important part of the colony's life.
Oh, hey, I did get that done. Helmet mods 2 ready. Any spacesuit design though.
It's a natural spring where water bubbles up from deep below. But due to the cold, it keeps freezing as it reaches the surface.
Someone's got to talk to Joyce about these brownouts.
Oh, I actually did already do that. And apparently I get free medical supplies. All right.
You're welcome to keep your suit on if you'd like. As you might expect from a place called the Ice Mines, it can get a little chilly. It takes miners working daily to clear the ice, melt it down, and keep the water flowing.
I think Andrea wandered off to the bar. Not a bad idea. Oh, mining monthly issue number 9. Tool grip weapon damage by 2%. Alright, I'll take it.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
Mine and I isn't that hard. It's the methane.
What else can I tell you about the ice mines?
It's a mine that has ice. And where's all the water coming from?
Not all. Some water is created as a byproduct of methane processing, but that's usually saved in the emergency reserves.
Can I drink this straight from the source? Because I might have already done that.
I wouldn't recommend it. First, it's an active work site. Second, it still needs to be filtered and checked for contaminants. But don't worry, we'll stop somewhere for refreshments before the tour is over.
But let's say theoretically I did.
Sounds good. Let's keep going then.
All right, Bill.
We have just one more stop before we're done with the tour, and it just happens to be my favorite.
He is so enthusiastic about this.
To the longest-running establishment still in existence, the Brown Horse Tavern.
Human's oldest
The
bar.
Brown Horse started as a simple mess hall for the scientists and workers when the underground was built, but it's been operated by the same family ever since. Now, what's a horse, you might say? They were a large four-legged animal on Earth, often used for transportation or manual labor. Long before space travel was even a dream for the folks of Earth, even before antique machines like automobiles were possible, horses could be found everywhere.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
You'll thank me later.
About them somewhere. If not, I highly recommend looking into them sometime.
You get used to the
They're
methane
beautiful
processing
animals.
smell after a while.
The tavern's original owner was infatuated with them, from what I understand, and named the place in their honor. The moniker, Brown Horse Tavern, is also a throwback to names of similar Earth restaurants hundreds of years before it was established. That delicious smell is making me hungry. Can I answer anything about the Brown Horse?
Any menu recommendations?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I honestly love everything Anya serves here. I'd be doing her a disservice to recommend one dish over another. You want the real answer? Order one of everything.
But how could this be the oldest restaurant?
Easy. All the other ones fell to ruin when we abandoned Earth. There were technically older ones on Mars, but those have long since shuttered or been replaced.
I'm not ready to move on yet. I want to go chat, maybe grab a meal.
Yeah, by all means, stop in for a moment.
Okay, Bill.
I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
Well, I suppose this is one way to make a living. And if New Homestead deems it necessary.
We used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Those folks in Sidonia may be closer to Earth, but we do a better job preserving its tradition.
Yeah, Andre, you're on the bar?
Order some food and make yourself comfortable.
Maybe I will.
Welcome. I'm Anya. Is this your first time with us at the Brown Horse Tavern?
It is, Anya.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us. You're in for a real treat. We've got an assortment of food and drinks, some of which follow homemade recipes that have been passed down over hundreds of years. So, what can I do for you?
I would like to see a menu, I guess.
Let me show you what we have.
Okay, what do we got? Bourbon. You do sell chunk pies, which is kind of hilarious. We got a beer. I'm trying to see if they got any local. You do have some dill pickles. I'll take some dill pickles. Kiffles. Ooh, look at that food. Red ale. They also have toast. Okay, so nothing like Titaness-esque. Okay.
So long. Tell your friends about us.
I probably won't, but alright.
That delicious smell is making me hungry. Can I answer anything about the Brown Horse?
No, I think I'm good to go.
Okay then. All right, we're headed to the last stop. Right back where we began.
Oof.
Feel free to check out the museum exhibit in the main concourse here. These displays are full of rare earth trinkets salvaged from before humanity left, and Maurice is happy to talk about the collection. The museum's curator, Maurice, will be happy to talk to you if you want to know more. Well, that's that. I hope you enjoyed Starsap Tours as much as I enjoy giving them.
Yeah, let's give him a tip. I mean, he worked really hard. It was really like a half an hour long tour, really.
Oh, wow. I really appreciate it. You know, I rely on tips from good people like you, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Enjoy the rest of your stay in New Homestead.
Feels a nice
Perhaps
guy.
in the future we could skip the extra steps and just set your cred stick on fire directly.
Take care.
That we could end, Andrea. Hey, but I got a level up out of it, okay? So just have some fun. All right. Gotta level up, see what we have. I'm gonna see chicken science and tech for now. Still waiting on that. Let's see. Fuel drop dries by 15%. I wouldn't say no to that. All right. Though we can jump a little farther. Lovely.
We live a simple life on New Homestead, but make no mistake, it's fulfilling.
Might as well ask about the museum while we're here.
Are you here to peruse our little museum exhibit? Wonderful.
I was kind of just
There
curious
isn't
about his...
If you have any questions.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to ask about.
When our early colonists learned of Earth's demise, they decided to take on the names of their cities of origin as a way to remember their heritage. Now, some may have been lost in translation over the years, and some may have taken it more seriously than others, but the names are mostly accurate. For instance, my family comes from the city of Lyon, in a country that was called France.
Very interesting.
Enjoy the rest of your stay in New Homestead.
Right now, quest did come up as well. Let's see. It was under activities. I think it was Speak with Joyce. I think that was the name. Oop, alright. Because I believe I've already solved their problem, so... Oh yeah, right. Quest. Energy Systems Office.
It's not easy keeping these ancient turbines going. I wish more people realized that. Oh, hello there. Are you here about the brownouts? That's usually the only reason people come up here to talk to me, since I'm the power system manager here.
Actually, yes, I did come talk about the brownouts.
Of course you did. That's okay. It's a problem here. Citizens and visitors alike have a right to know what's going on and when to expect a fix. Problem is, I don't know how long we'll have to deal with this, because I'm needed here to oversee the whole system, and we don't currently have anyone available to go out and solve the issue at the moment.
Hey, there's something I can do.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm a little new to the job, and I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit. I could use some help. I could use someone who's handy with a laser cutter to break up the ice that's formed on some of the power system machinery out there. That should clear up the shorts we've been experiencing and stop the brownouts. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah, I know my way around a cutter.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'm lucky you showed up then. Just be careful not to hurt yourself or the equipment. I'll continue to monitor things from here.
Oh, I missed a couple. All right. You want to do that real quick? I'm gonna just head out. Looks like I've got two either side. I'm in a suit this time. Good, good, good. Oh, it was on one of the I forgot to check the transformers. That was my bad. Take 2 seconds and we'll probably get a nice payday. As for touring, yeah, not a lot out here.
Blowing off some steam?
Exactly. You should try it. It's fun. Let's look at that transformer, then we can head back. We do have a quest for the good doctor as well. We might hit that while we're here. We might save that for next time, though. An interesting episode where I haven't shot at anybody the entire time. Hey, there we go. That is an interesting ship, though. Ooh. There's no way you're letting me steal this. Yeah. What chick type is that pickup? Looks amazing. I love it. I think next time we might go working on... I do want to go to Paradiso for the Ryujin Industries. I also might think about joining up with the United Colonies. And then we can start working on our ship piloting skills. So we can get a better class of ship. Oops, I kind of wandered off for a second.
New Homestead is a living history exhibit, but these are real people. So please be kind.
I feel like I'd drink on this planet if I was here all the time. But they got a lot to do. Alright, let's head up. My bad, Andrea.
I'm really glad you're helping us out. Great. I just saw the readings and everything looks good. Thank you. I hope it wasn't too much of a pain in the butt.
Oh, I almost died. 1,800 bucks though? Not a lot of XP, but alright. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll leave off here. Next time I go scare some tourists real quick. But I think we're gonna leave a new homestead and not a lot going on in this old kind of touristy town. Alright, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button, it does help out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.